Tonight on News 3 Now at 10, Madison police have arrested multiple people of interest in Saturday's deadly shooting.
And we have mild weather ahead with precipitation in the form of rain. I'm going to break down when we have the best rain chances for southern Wisconsin.
And the popular Chocolate Shop ice cream will be opening up a new location in Madison. We will have all of those details. That's coming up on News 3 Now at 10. Good evening and thanks so much for joining us, everyone. I'm Sarah Carlson. Eric Franke is off tonight. Well, we have new information about a deadly shooting on Madison's north side. Police say 2 people of interest have been taken into custody. It happened Saturday night on Portage Road, just behind the airport. First responders took 2 men to the hospital for gunshot wounds. One later died while the other is being treated for their injuries. Police say they made the arrest at a house on Milwaukee Street early this morning. That investigation into the case will continue. Turning to the weather now, a couple of slick spots in the morning, and everyone wants to know about the big holiday travel forecast. Alex, what are we looking at?
Yeah, let's break that down here as we go from Tuesday into Christmas Eve. At 6 o'clock, expecting a couple showers from Madison areas to the south, pivoting travel towards Chicago or down towards Peoria, all in the form of rain. Temperatures in the mid to upper 30s here in southern Wisconsin. We'll see highs in the upper 30s to near 40 on Christmas Day. Notice all this gray here. That's a lot of clouds. As we go a little bit later into Christmas Day night, showers break out widespread from Minneapolis all the way to Madison, all the way to Chicago. And again, in the form of rain for the most part in the upper Midwest. Maybe a little bit of a mix of rain and snow north up towards northern Wisconsin as we head towards Friday. But temperatures very mild. Even to round out the 26, we'll be having highs up near 40 degrees. If you have any travel to the south down towards St. Louis, look at that. Near 70 for high temperature on Friday. Lows tonight will be in the lower 30s. Can't rule out a little bit of patchy fog. And high temperatures on Tuesday will be approaching 40 degrees, provided we get a little bit of sunshine. When I come back, I'll talk to you a little bit more about that chance for sunshine on Tuesday and when we can expect temperatures to return back to normal. That's coming up.
Thank you, Alex. In the news right now, the Madison Police Department is investigating the arrest of Madison School Board Vice President Maya Pearson, as well as the founder of the nonprofit Urban Triage, Brandy Grayson. The 2 were arrested after officers say they responded to a disturbance. This started late Friday night near the Majestic Theater. The Madison Police Department says Brandy Grayson drove over cones into a loading zone and she refused to park somewhere else. Grayson is the founder and CEO of Urban Triage, a Madison-based nonprofit. Now, when police arrived at the scene, they say that they smelled, quote, intoxicants on Grayson's breath, and they asked her and 38-year-old Maya Pearson to step out of the vehicle. After both Grayson and Pearson refused, officers say they physically removed them. Police say they arrested Grayson for disorderly conduct and resisting an officer. And Pearson, who is also a member of Madison's Police Civilian Oversight Board, was arrested for disorderly conduct as well as resisting arrest, and she did not make a comment. The Madison School District sent us a statement saying in part, quote, to be clear, this incident is unrelated to district operations and does not involve MMSD. The statement goes on to say individual matters like this are managed in accordance with MMSD policy and any applicable laws, end quote. At last check, charges had not been formally filed against Pearson or Grayson. Now, the city of Madison is also investigating this through their Office of Independent Police Monitor. They say this presents unique circumstances due to the role of the complainant. In other news tonight, 6 horses are dead following a unique crash this morning near the village of Bristol in Kenosha County. It happened about 4:15 a.m. Investigators say the horses had escaped from their pasture and they were on the road. That's when a man on his way to work driving a pickup truck hit 6 of them. The driver of the truck was not hurt in the crash, but 5 of the 6 horses died on the scene. The 6th had to be euthanized due to his injuries. In more local news today, Governor Tony Evers signed an executive order extending an energy emergency declaration in Wisconsin. This due to continued pipeline disruptions. The governor first declared an energy emergency back on December 5th. He states, quote, the health, welfare, and safety of our neighbors depend on access to fuel for home heating. As disruptions continue, this emergency declaration will help ensure folks and families across the state have the fuel they need to stay warm and safe. He goes on to say his extension that it means the emergency will now run until the 16th instead of January the 2nd. Another major issue for Wisconsinites this winter has been food insecurity. Many residents of Dane County are turning to local food pantries like Second Harvest to help keep food on the table this winter. Rebecca is a mom of 3, and like many families in Dane County, she uses the local food pantries to help keep her cupboards full while the kids are out of school.
So they need to have more food, and those resources are good and are a blessing for her family and the other families. They can find, like here, fresh fruit and food they can use it for their families.
But thanks to community help, things are looking a little brighter. Today, Second Harvest received 9,500 bags of corn grits as a donation from Didion. And you can also help this holiday season by donating to Extending Hands Pantry at extendedhandspantry.org. And you can also donate to Second Harvest at secondharvestsw.org. Well, looking ahead, if you've been missing the Dane County Farmers Market the past few weeks, you won't have to wait until summer. The winter market is set to return to the Garver Feed Mill soon. January 4th, customers will find more than 50 vendors selling cheeses, vegetables, meats, and baked goods, you name it. The market will be every Saturday until April 4th from 8 to noon. SNAP and EBT services are accepted, but customers have to visit the information booth to be able to use their Quest card and food share with those local farmers. Well, there are 2 lucky Powerball players here in Southwest Wisconsin. Congratulations to them. The Wisconsin Lottery announcing a $150,000 ticket as well as a $50,000 ticket. The $150,000 one sold at a Quick Trip on Humes Road in Janesville, and the $50,000 ticket sold at a Fish Hatchery Quick Trip here in Madison. In the last 3 Powerball drawings, 9 winning tickets of $50,000 or more have been sold throughout Wisconsin. Good place to buy. Well, if you're looking for a new holiday movie to watch this week, we might have the perfect one. It's called A Cherry Pie Christmas, and it was filmed here in Wisconsin. The small-town holiday rom-com features a Chicago pastry chef who returns to her hometown up in Door County. It all centers around a pie contest, with one of the judges being Packers legend Amon Green, and he just so happened to organize today's screening.
I get to taste it and give my opinion, and also give my opinion about what the Bears still are, even though we know what happened yesterday.
Ouch. But you can watch A Cherry Pie Christmas on demand through a variety of services right now, like Amazon, Tubi, Roku, and Pluto TV. Great news for any resident in the Madison area, especially those with a sweet tooth. Fan favorite Chocolate Shop Ice Cream opening a new store on Madison's near west side. The ice cream company's 9th location will find a home in the Hilldale Shopping Center. The Chocolate Shop is taking over the storefront that hosted Gigi's Cupcakes until last September. Owner Andy Land says Hilldale is a great location thanks to its, quote, unique mix of local favorites and great atmosphere. The new store is set to open sometime in 2026. Next at 10, have you finished your holiday shopping? A lot of people losing sleep over that one. If the answer is no, you're not alone, though. We'll talk with some local residents making that final push for presents. And if you're dreaming of a white Christmas, it may be time to give up, wake up. Well, we'll check in with Alex about the likelihood and all of the impacts on holiday travel, especially up next.
You're watching News 3 Now at 10. Moving forward.
Welcome back, everyone. The Department of Justice says it has hundreds of thousands more pages of files related to Jeffrey Epstein. But heavy redactions and a slow release has drawn outrage from both lawmakers and survivors. Congressman Thomas Massie and Ro Khanna are keeping the pressure on the Department of Justice. They're threatening Attorney General Pam Bondi with legal action if they believe the department is not acting in good faith as it releases the Epstein files. This as Deputy Attorney General Todd Blanche says a slow rollout and heavy redactions are protecting the survivors and the innocent.
Talking about 1 million or so pages of documents. Virtually all of them contain victim information.
This was a slap in the face of survivors. What do they want? They want to know who are the rich and powerful men who visited Epstein's rape island and covered up the abuse.
More than a dozen of the new files were briefly taken down, including an image that appeared to show President Trump. The Justice Department clarified it was flagged for additional review and then reposted after there was no evidence that Epstein survivors were in the image. According to the law, the Department of Justice must report to Congress in the coming weeks why it made any of those redactions. And President Trump met with top national security officials today as the U.S. steps up its pressure campaign against Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro. Today, the U.S. Coast Guard says it is in, quote, active pursuit of a third Venezuelan oil tanker. The Trump administration maintains Maduro and his government are trafficking drugs into the United States. The U.S. seized a second tanker over the weekend, which the Venezuelan government condemned as a serious act of piracy. In an interview last week, President Trump did not rule out war against the country, drawing mixed reactions from lawmakers.
Should not be waging war against Venezuela. We definitely should not be waging war without a vote of Congress.
I support the idea of standing up to Maduro, and I want him to go.
A CBS News poll last month found most Americans are against military action in Venezuela, with 73% of those surveyed saying that the Trump administration has not clearly explained its position on the matter. Turning to weather now, we had a cloudy day and hope a little bit of sun, and most important is that holiday forecast, Alex.
Ooh, I got all the answers here and some updates, Sarah, in southern Wisconsin for tonight. That freezing drizzle potential, a little bit of patchy fog is going down. We have some drier air moving in to southern Wisconsin. So that's certainly some good news, and it's going to be mild. Lows tonight in the lower 30s. That's our normal highs for this time of year. Tuesday, we'll get a little bit of that sunshine, and then we'll be tracking as we go into Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, showers in southern Wisconsin, not snow. We're tracking showers on the Christmas holiday here. Here are the clouds building back in tonight. Again, we can't rule out a little bit of patchy fog, but the chances for that fog and freezing drizzle have gone down across southern Wisconsin. That's good news because that means travel conditions should be A-OK for the most part. Tonight, as we head into Tuesday afternoon, notice a little bit of this filtered sunshine here, or filtering of the gray here. That means a little bit of that sunshine hopefully peeking through because here come the clouds. They're back again with a couple of isolated showers as we head towards Wednesday evening. They go away, and then as we head into Christmas Day, more clouds. It will be mild, then better chances for showers as we go into Christmas Day night. All part of our travel forecast too. If you have travel anywhere in the Midwest, it's looking really good as we go into Christmas Eve and then much of Christmas Day as well. Here are those few showers sneaking up to Madison, to Chicago, to Peoria as we head towards right around that 4 to 8 p.m. during Christmas Eve. And then as we go into Christmas Day itself, high temperatures getting up to near 40 in Madison with those showers building in as we go into Thursday night, going on into Friday morning. Maybe a little bit of a mix up towards central and northern Wisconsin, but that moves out quickly with highs to round out the week on the 26th, near 40 in Madison, 50 in Chicago, and near 70 in St. Louis. Unprecedentedly warm conditions for this time of year. Low 30s tonight. We can't rule out a little bit of that patchy fog, but I think many places are just going to have cloudy skies tonight with those mild temperatures up near 40 to 42 for high temperatures on Tuesday. Again, this is 10 plus degrees above normal. And as we take a look here at our Christmas chimney, we've got our stockings here with the First Warn Weather Team, and we can go right into our snow globe here. Or lack of that snow. We're going to continue to melt that snow as we head towards Christmas Day itself. High temperatures up right around 40 degrees with small rain chances during the day, but better rain chances heading into Thursday night, going on into Friday. Once we get to the weekend and out to next week, then we're back to reality. Those are the temperatures in the upper 20s to lower 30s as we head out towards 2026. Well, those are the temperatures that we should have for this time of year. Highs in the lower 30s and lows in the teens to the lower 20s, not the other way around, which we're experiencing right now, this mild stuff.
I love the snow globe. It was so cool.
It's a pretty little graphic, and it's a cute little way to say, hey, here's our first run weather team with our stockings on that graphic. And it's supposed to be nice on Christmas.
It'll be great. Thank you so much, Alex. And we're just a few days from Christmas. People are still looking for their perfect gift. I bet, Alex, you are too. And today in Madison, Westtown Mall was packed with shoppers. Not much of a surprise. Many say they wish they had started shopping sooner. A recent poll shows that 16% of those surveyed are buying more gifts for others than in years past. Now, for one shopper we ran into, that's part of the reason she's hitting the stores last minute.
I've got a lot of family and friends I need to shop for. The online shopping wasn't doing it this year, so wanted to go in person and get all the things. I think it's easier because you get the sizes. Every size is a little different. Never know online, so I'd say in person, yeah.
That's how I feel too. That same poll says 42% say they were buying fewer gifts, while another 42% say they are buying about the same as the year before. The holiday travel rush is underway, and AAA is estimating a record number of people will travel between now and the end of the year. That means a lot of traffic and potential delays, but there are ways to beat the travel rush. You can do the holiday itself to avoid most of the crowds. And if you're going by plane, experts do recommend getting that TSA pre-check. It's about $85, and it's good for 5 years.
Even if the line looks long in pre-check, it moves so much faster because you don't have to take things out of your bag. You go through a metal detector instead of that scanner.
Everyone says it's the best. So what shouldn't you do at the airport? Don't buy basic economy seats because you can get hit with hidden fees later. And don't park at the airport. Use the app Spot Hero instead to find some cheaper options. Well, it's no fun being sick during the holidays, especially if you're traveling, but there are ways to avoid it. Experts say being in crowded places like airports, planes, and celebrations and indoor activities increases your risk of being exposed to things like COVID-19, the flu, and RSV. We don't want to think about it, but it's there. Doctors say it's best to avoid touching your face and be sure to keep washing those hands. Also, make sure you're up to date on the vaccinations, and wearing a mask if you're traveling in public can also help. And if you're really sick, do us all a favor and yourself, stay home.
We're going to have more people inside. You're going to be exposed. So doing everything that we can to lessen that so we don't have to miss out on our holiday gatherings that we enjoy.
A new flu variant called subclade K is currently spreading, and because of that, doctors are expecting to see an increase in the amount of flu cases this year. Well, right now, the National Park System is celebrating America's 250th anniversary with their America's Field Trip contest. This young man, August Bushman from Plover, Wisconsin, was one of 24 students across the country who won a free trip to an iconic American landmark. August chose the Rockies in Colorado, where he just visited with his dad. Now, to win, he submitted a video essay explaining what America and Wisconsin means to him, and he also made an ornament now being displayed at Washington, D.C.'s President's Park. It has the Great Lakes, a peace sign representing Wisconsin's civil rights history, and of course, cheese for its design.
I thought it would be good to put some positive stuff out there and enjoy representing my state.
He just tossed a video out there of what America meant and spoke from his heart, and good things have come from that.
Sweet kid. August hopes to have more opportunities like this in the future. His ornament will be on display, by the way, until New Year's Day. Happening tomorrow, Monona is set to host their Santa send-off event this year. It was postponed from its original date, of course, due to snow and freezing rain. So now Monona gets to do the sending off of Santa in style tomorrow at 4 p.m. He'll start and end his loop through the city near the Monona Public Library and City Hall, weaving in and out, kind of like Wisconsin sports have been doing to us.
Absolutely, and hopefully some better news tonight. Still to come in sports, Wisconsin men's basketball looking to bounce back after 2 straight losses. The highlights next on News 3 Now. Last week into the weekend was kind of sad in the sports world in Wisconsin. On Thursday, Badger volleyball lost that heartbreaker. On Friday, Wisconsin men's basketball lost in overtime. And do I even need to bring up Saturday night's Packer loss against the Bears? I don't need to bring it up. The first chance to bring back some holiday cheer into our lives happened tonight at the Kohl Center. Men's hoops hosting Central Michigan without John Blackwell. He sat out with an injury, nothing to be worried about, though. Going forward, and Hayden Jones, the freshman from New Zealand, got the start in his place, and he didn't skip a beat. Throws down the jam, and Bucky would only run it up from there thanks to a pair of big men. First, it's Nolan Winter. The junior just gets better and better every night. He finished with 18, which tied the game high with this guy, Austin Rapp. He'd go 7 for 10 from the field, pouring in 18 points of his own, and the Badgers get a much-needed blowout win, 88-61, the final. Let's go to the transfer portal, and this one is a shocker on the volleyball court where Una Vajagic announced her departure from the Badger program. Again, this one a stunner. The sophomore ranked second on the team in kills and becomes the first Badger starter to leave since their national semifinal run. Before we get to some more non-jolly sports news, let me first spread some holiday cheer from up north. From 2001 through 2019, UW River Falls had 19 straight losing seasons. And I know what you're thinking, that doesn't sound so cheery, but let me get to this, because they made a full 360 in less than just a couple of years. Less than a minute left in this one. Division III national semifinal, and Kayla Blaha finds Blake Rohrer for an 80-yard house call, sending the Falcons to their first national championship in program history. How cool is that? It's also still portal season, not just holiday season. In the football world, too, Eugene Hilton Jr., the son of Colts legend T.Y. Hilton, is a one-and-done for Wisconsin football. The former 4-star wide receiver caught 8 passes for 91 yards as a freshman. And we finish with 4 words that I'm surprised to be saying. Thank you, Aaron Rodgers, because when his Steelers beat the Lions last night, it improved the Packers' playoff chances dramatically. The Pack now just need to win one of their final 2 games, or for the Lions to lose one of their final 2 to secure a Pack playoff spot. And if you're wondering why I'm not showing the highlights, it's because I can't go through that pain again. So instead, this parachuter dove onto Soldier Field before the game, and that, unlike the game, was pretty cool. Speaking of cool, Alex is just that. He'll be right back with a final check of the First Warn forecast.
It's the gift that keeps on giving.
What do you want for Christmas?
I was waiting for you to ask. Celebrate the holidays with The Late Show, CBS Weeknights.
All right. Final look at the weather. Everyone wants to know what it's going to be like for traveling.
Really good,
all right,
which is a plus. Even though we don't have that white Christmas, sorry folks that want that white Christmas, at least the travel conditions are good. Expecting some showers Wednesday evening, expecting a better chance for showers Thursday evening that wrap up on Friday, and then we end the week up around 40 degrees as we head out towards the new year. Temperatures back to normal.
We'll take it. Thank you, Alex, and thank you so much for watching News 3 Now at 10. Have a great night, everyone.